All right, y'all. Spirit brought me to the table because they're making me change it up, and someone has to pull the weight when the other is struggling. Let's put it that way. And y'all thought that you could stop God's daughter, and I'm still here. So that's that. And it's not about the isolation. It's about everybody deserves to lead their own life and to enjoy life and to have freedom. It doesn't matter what freedom means to you, whether it's nice things or a big house or to be able to work and to have the support that you need for your family. Because our stories are coming out now, and it's a very strange thing to like navigate, because it's like, I don't really want to have to do this, but it's what I'm being pressed to do. And regardless of like where you find yourself or what circumstances you're in, everybody has a place to like live the life that they want to live. And I guess it does require like speaking up for that. But like sometimes I've spoken up for that and I've been shut down. And I don't want to have to talk about this stuff, but it needs to be said. Somebody needs to speak up and say it. And we have to fight back. And because the thing is like, I don't want a lot. I don't need a lot. It's not even about that. It's about justice. It's about what's fair. It's about everybody having a seat at the table. Everybody being able to be seen and heard. And a lot of this I recognize is this taking back of these things that it's all an aspect of me, but regardless, we're leading this. Somebody has to lead. All right. I was trying to see if there's anything else that came to me about that. I guess what comes to me is that, yes, there was a time, there's been all of this strength and this taking my power back and this emotional resilience I needed to build up. There's been all these parts that were things that I needed tests and all this that I needed to go through. And yet there's also been this lack of support. There's been this lack of resources. There's been this, and don't want to be ungrateful, but that's where this split is happening, because it's just an acceptance, I guess, as a whole of like, this is the way the journey goes. If you're a late bloomer, if you choose to like heal and work through your emotions, everything is going to be slow. Everything's going to be, you're going to have to be knocked down a bunch of notches and not be successful and have your power and control taken from you. But I'm speaking up for those who are in the same place as me and are too scared to speak. And, because we have just as much right to have a good life and to not be everything to be on our shoulders and to just have to keep trudging forward like that. Okay. So we've got Temperance reversed on the bottom. So yeah, that's who I'm speaking for now, is those who are feeling extremely imbalanced. You do have to find your voice. I can't do that for you. You do have to find that in you to speak up for your needs. and to not let ourselves be a doormat, because there's a lot of this. It's like we're leading as like the, okay, this is what it feels like. It's like, I'm not successful. Like I don't have all this money. I don't have all this power. Like I'm just a single parent, and I'm not fully sovereign, but I've worked my ASS off to like be balanced and grounded. And so that's the part that I'm leading from. And that's, to me, kind of like that coming back to this temperance. So those of us who are working through our emotions and who have worked through our emotions to become more mature, we're the ones who are like, okay, our needs have been stomped on over and over and over and over, and it's not okay anymore. And, it's time for our voices to be heard this time. It's time for us to be seen now. And eventually there will be this balance. It's not about throwing each other off the thrones. Like, that's the point. It's like, I'm not trying to throw stones. I'm just trying to speak up for myself. So everybody has to, the scales will be, that's where the divine will come in. The scales will be balanced in a way that works for the divine, but it is very exhaustive moving through this on your own. So I know that there's others out there who feel this and who know this, and it's a very, very wild thing to go through, because it's a spiritual war that you're pushing through every day, but you feel crazy because people don't believe you, or it's this unseen force that you're going up against. So, all right, we're still showing up. So someone is also feeling this. It's your turn on top of the wheel. So don't be afraid to speak out, because regardless, you don't know how much time you have here. So make the best of it and accept that there's going to be narratives that people are going to say about you that are untrue. It doesn't matter, because everyone has a different story. And speak up for yourself, because it will help you with your own, that all those times that you felt beaten down, it will help you build that confidence and that pride back in yourself and that self-worth. All right. So yeah, we've got King of Cups reverse as well. So emotions are all over the place. We do have the Magician upright and the King of Wands. Judgment reverse. They wouldn't give me anything on that. They're like, you need to figure it out. So, that's giving me like you're struggling with your own judgment. And if your emotions are mixed up, it might just not be a time to make any kind of judgment calls on things. You're feeling like you can't handle the fight, like Seven of Wands reversed. You didn't get the Star. You lost the Star. But you're in this King of Wands energy. This is so interesting. Okay. I'm really fighting for energy right now. Okay. You're struggling with decisions and trusting your judgment, but you're standing in your power. Like, you are very like good at managing your emotions, maybe because, especially if you do feel a lot, if you're empathic, like you're gonna have to deal. It is what it is. Because again, that's why somebody's got to come on here and like fight back, because it's like nobody else is dealing with the inner things that you're dealing with and the amount of emotions, and you're trying not to run on your fear. Like, we're trying not to do that. So it's like, it does require more. So you know how to utilize what you're going through. So remember that, and take that intensity and turn it into something. Sorry, I'm just bringing the attitude today. So, because you got to do something with it. So, but that's what the spread is giving me, is that it's like you are struggling with your own judgment, but you really are a master alchemist, and there's either a King of Wands coming in, or that's a position that you feel comfortable in. And there wasn't a lot of imbalance of power. All right. Like I said, fighting for energy. I don't know. I'm trying to changing it up and not let the insanity stop me. Okay, so what can you do to trust your better judgment? You got to get away from the people. This is what I'm getting. Like, you got to get away from these people who are in your ear. You got to get away from all of the noise, whatever it is, all the outside noise. Like, figure out a way to, like, just not be so distracted. This is just what's coming to me. So, because this is the world that we live in. So this is many of us. Like, if I didn't do meditation the way I did, I would be in the same boat, because I still have to control myself from all the distractions. Like, we think about my generation, like, we grew up with social media. So it was like, it slowly became this severe addiction and obsession, essentially, is what it is. And it is a coping mechanism for your nervous system as well. So, it takes a lot, along with the fact that if you're around a lot of people or you talk to people a lot, those are all voices in your head. Those are all aspects of you, but, like, you have to sit and discern, what do you want, what thoughts and what ideas do you want to, that ring true for you, and what you want to just discard, that you don't need, or that you don't want to attach to and follow. Because you're the master alchemist. Like, you're the one creating your journey. So don't put that power in anybody else's hands. Yeah, okay, that's all I've got. I'm gonna stop there at 13 minutes.